Just a little. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode on the Burndown YouTube channel. If you saw it, we pushed the old girl over here. It's in the driveway. That's where things get done. I mean, things get done in here too, but that's where I work on my stuff. And we pushed her over because my push rods are here, so that means the motor can go together. Got the transmission looking all saucy. The converter is cut and clean. It's actually living in the Winnebago because I'm out of room for parts and things, and I want to get it all dirty. So that dog is all ready to go back together. So now what we're gonna mess with today is we're gonna dust this old girl off. We're gonna pull the hood off, and then I've got some little holes and stuff in the firewall. They're nothing major. I've never gotten popped at tech or anything like that, but just for safety, because the engine is out, it's stuff you couldn't weld up, you know. So I was like, you know what, we can just do this kind of stuff. I'll inspect things. If there's anything else I want to kind of mess with, I don't know if I want to lower the K-member because the oil pan was really close. I think I ground the oil pan. Maybe we just grind the oil pan a little bit more or something. I don't know, but we'll look at stuff today because it's easy access. We can get in here. Like I said, we'll kind of clean it up. Maybe we can pressure wash all the crap on the inside and kind of blow the dust and the cobwebs out, because we need to assemble these guys like Voltron, drop it back in. LS Fest West is around the corner, and I'd like to bring a tested car. I always show up, I'm always last minute, I'm always that guy, and then it's just a wing and a prayer. And we'll be honest, 9 times out of 10 it doesn't go like it does in my brain. I just want to show up and just be, you know, a hero, and it works. And if you don't put the time in, it really doesn't work like that. So we're gonna get some time in, hopefully get some testing done on this thing, so we can bring a running, driving car and have fun and actually race people instead of being sad and watching everybody else have fun and working in the pits all weekend. All right, splish splash, the boom got a bath. And here is a look at the old engine bay. So I have lots of little holes. I thought I had bigger holes, but apparently I put some sheet steel over it, I think before race week, because I didn't want to get popped for tech. Like that one has a piece over it. But I still have a bunch of like little ones. We may as well jump in here. I can move this stuff. We'll just weld up all the little guys, kind of grind them down. These two are covered with plates. I think that's fine. Nobody's really giving me too much grief about it. And then I cleaned this dude full of transmission goodness. This is my blanket, my trans blanket, because I don't have a case, so I have to run this dog, and I don't have the steel, you know, trans cover. But this is July 2020, so I'm thinking this is good 2 years, so this should be good till July this year, which is phenomenal. So that pretty much gets me through most of summer. July, August, it's toward the end of summer, but that'll do that. So I'm excited with that. And then we'll get in, maybe weld up a couple little holes and kind of clean some stuff up. But ultimately, I just want to kind of give it a bath. Obviously, I'm not going to roll around in the water today, but we got it moved over here, get a little bit of a bath. I really wanted to rinse that, so we'll fling that over the gate. Actually, fling it somewhere. I don't want to put it over the gate. It's probably going to kill my grass with all the transmission fluid that's in there. But we'll mess with a little bit of this stuff, and then I think we'll be looking pretty good. The cross member, I thought about kind of pancaking this, but I don't really want to take the effort. I'll just take a little more off the oil pan if need be. And then everything else on here, it kind of is what it is. I'm not going to get too crazy. Maybe I can scrape a little bit of this, because once this motor goes in, I'll never come back and clean this stuff up. So let me do a little more scraping and cleaning since the ground's already wet. Maybe we'll stand in the water, do a little welding. You know how we do it around here. So here's why it's a good idea to scrape all the junk off of your frame and such if you kind of can. It's not about being fancy. It's about when you're struggling and you're tired and you're under here and you don't want to lay under there, and you're working on stuff and it's frustrating you, and then that little piece of crud, you tap something or you move it, and it falls off the frame or whatever, it falls off of it, it lands in your eyeball, and then that just sets you off, and then you don't want to work on stuff anymore. When you have an opportunity like this, you got a little bit of time, you clean it, then that piece won't fall in your eyeball, and then you'll be great, because you'll just keep working, and you won't be so upset and pissed off, and you'll get the job done. So I'm gonna clean this up now, so later on when I'm laying underneath and struggling, it's less stuff to fall in my eyes and ruin my day. All right, we got our spritzed up a bit, so I just took a little wire wheel, dude, and then we ripped all this stuff, just like the loose stuff. We're not trying to win a beauty competition, but again, when you're laying under there and you're knocking on stuff or whatever, it's dirty, and it just makes it extra miserable to get all that stuff in your face, and it adds insult to injury. Ask me how I know. Me and John, when we were under there cleaning this thing on race week, oh, it's so miserable. We were so sad. Anyway, let's find some of these holes. We'll mark them out, and then we'll weld them up. We'll do little rosettes, knock those things down. And then here is a pro tip: if you're welding by your windshield or grinding, it will stick. So see, these are actually sparks that are stuck in my windshield. So when you drive into the sun in this car, it's this beautiful prism, and it makes it terrible to see. So one day we'll get a new windshield, but yeah, you need a welding blanket if you're going to do anything around any sort of glass, because it will get roached. So that is my pro tip for today. Let's get a little welding done before that sun goes down. So we've got a bunch of little booger holes welded up here. There's a plate behind that one. Got a couple dogs up here. Looks like I still got one back there, and then I found these guys. These are pretty good sized holes over here. There's 3 of them. I'm gonna make just a patch for that, a panel. I don't want to try to rosette those in. They're about almost 1/2 inch, I'd say, 3/8 inch holes. So, oh, I got this other booger. We'll get that one off camera. I gotta clean this better though, because it wouldn't weld very well. So yeah, we'll get that one, because that one's kind of right in the line of fire. I guess I got a couple up there too, but yeah. So sun is going down. It is getting a bit late, so at least we got it moved, cleaned up. We'll just do this little touch-up stuff, and then hopefully tomorrow we can get stuff mated and maybe slide it on home. We will see. What do I have to do? I think balance her in a couple other parts, so we'll see how we go. Fingers crossed. I'm trying to get this thing, I'd like to get it in here before the weekend so I can start working on putting stuff together versus waiting all the way to the weekend. So I'm just trying to chip away at it. Tomorrow, if I try to put it in, that'll be a long afternoon, working all day and then trying to do that. But it's going to give me a tremendous head start to the weekend. So I'm going to chip away at this a little bit more before the sun really peeks its head behind the mountain. But you guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, share. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following along. We're bringing the boom back slowly but surely. Hopefully, sooner than later, we're going to have a running, driving, street race car. You guys, I'm out.